Hey everybody, welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. Today I am just out traveling around just a little bit in my yard because I see my flowers are looking pretty. Let me show you. Look at my little beauties. It may not mean much to many people, but look, she's looking right down on it, isn't she? Look how pretty. These little crocuses, aren't they so sweet? Sometimes they stick their heads right up out of the snow, don't they? Isn't that pretty enough for a picture? I just love them. Oh, there's not much going on outside, but the sun was shining today and I felt like taking a little walk. I'll show you, my little daylilies are coming up here. Oh yeah, looky there. They're coming up. They are coming up. I'm afraid to go up the bank, young'uns, to take-ins. I'm afraid I'll fall. So I'm gonna go on around, through there, and I'm going to show you, let me adjust my thing. This, I've said before, this was my grandfather's copper kettle. And he gave it, had a little hole in the bottom, and he gave it to my mother, and she always had the most beautiful flowers in it. And I guess that's just a rigged up holder that holds it. You know, my daddy must have fixed that for Mom. And when she passed away and he passed away and went on to be with the Lord, they gave me, that was one of the things that had a number on it. We all drew the numbers, all the kids, and whatever number you got, that's what you got. And I just thank God every year when this old, I call it old silver tongues, what I call it. But when it starts, look at it, it's like that all winter long. And then it comes out and just drapes over. And sometimes I'll dig out and put some red geraniums in there. Oh, I just love that thing. It brings back such memories. And look what I've got trying to bloom here. My little Easter flowers. Oh, they're so precious. They are. They're precious, young'uns. I'm telling you something I used to be. Let me turn this thing around. I used to be a fanatic about my yard. Anybody that come to my house knew everything was mulched. And it wasn't that I hired somebody to do it. My son Josh and I, he was just a teenager, we would take the farm trailer and we would go down to the sawmill that was maybe 8 or 9 miles from the house, and we would go down there on the river, and Mr. Pate would load down my big old trailer multiple times a day. I would go down there and get loads and bring them up, and we would put out mulch. There was flowers everywhere. I had ponds everywhere, front yard, the backyard, the side yard. I had this thing about ponds, little ponds, waterfalls, and just absolutely loved being out in my yard. I miss that so very much. I wonder if when I get to heaven, if the good Lord will let me dig in the dirt. I wonder if he'll let me play in the dirt and work in the flowers. Oh, how I love flowers and beautiful things that are outside, especially in the spring and summertime when things start to come back out. How beautiful. And then it makes me think how beautiful heaven must be. You know, if we have this much beauty here, can you just imagine how beautiful heaven must be? Well, listen, I just wanted to take ins out for a minute. Walk around just for a minute. Share a little bit of the sunshine that's coming through the trees up here. Let's see if you can see. Well, I'm blocking it a little bit. Ooh, if I don't fall here, I don't trust my feet. But you can't see it. But I just want to tell y'all that I love you and tell you how much the good Lord loves you. Isn't it a beautiful day that God has created for us? I will see you next time, Lord willing, okay? And maybe we'll take a little trip out in the yard or out to see our cows and Josh and Nikki's donkeys. We may go out and have a little trip one day if the sun, if this good weather I think it's supposed to be pretty all week. Isn't that a blessing? I will see y'all next time. Love yous. Bye-bye.